tight race against Lauren Boebert. What's the meaning if Lauren Boebert, the second most popular QAnon congressperson in MAGA, what if she loses? And what job will she have? Because I don't even think shooters exist anymore. I don't think shooters exist anymore.
Well, I guess it might be a gain for OnlyFans. I don't know what you would do in this scenario, but I think that for symbolically to take out one of the poster childs of the MAGA movement, someone who has been an absolute disgrace to the office that she holds, would be a great feather in the cap and would, I think, cement the fact that this has been an absolute unmitigated disaster for the MAGA wing.
So that felt like a very big non sequitur there. I mean,
a sexist remark, something that liberals and Democrats would jump all over Republicans for saying. I don't know why.
You made the point that the commentator there is, in fact, a Republican.
Well, he was. No, he initiated life. He began life as a Republican. I believe, was affiliated with Breitbart a million years ago, then became one of those kind of never Trump Republicans on MSNBC. He was associated, worked with the Lincoln Project. Now he's, indistinguishable from any other Democrat, and engaged in that commentary. Joy Reid laughed at it. I guess she thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
I don't see what's funny about it. It's exactly the kind of thing that Democrats pounce on Republicans for saying. It was a total non sequitur, as you said. It's nothing.
There's no justification for it. And what's very frustrating about it, from my perspective, is there are 1,000,001 substantive reasons not to like Lauren Boebert. She doesn't understand the Constitution. She thinks there shouldn't be separation between church and state. She was widely to the right of the average American in terms of the common sense gun policies that most people want and voted for this year, and on down the line. And in fact,
and she's being punished for it because did she actually lose? Have we have that confirmed? I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. So I think it's unconfirmed as of yet. Yeah. But even though Joyanne Reid's comment about the pew pew, I think was puerile and immature and frankly not becoming of the kind of news commentary you would want to see when you turn on something like MSNBC, it at least is tangentially related to the substance of what Lauren Boebert has advocated for. This comment about OnlyFans is completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
And look, Republicans have been making this argument about Democrats for a while, that their kind of righteous defense of historically marginalized people is all a game and a ruse, and it is not in good faith. And that to the extent that Democrats position themselves as defenders of basic rights and Republicans as big racist meanies, it's inauthentic. And that is just a position that they take to win elections. Now, I do think that obviously there is a lot of authenticity there, as we saw with respect to abortion. Republicans followed through on their promise to end abortion rights. A lot of people got scared and said, we do need the defense of the Democratic Party. So I don't want to erase that there are meaningful differences there. However, moments like this, in which there is a lot of hypocrisy about how conservative women are treated. We saw this with the treatment of Tara Reade when that scandal broke. There was no interest in investigating it the way that the claims against Brett Kavanaugh were investigated. People immediately got on camera. People like Stacey Abrams, Kamala Harris, who said they believed the charges against Joe Biden at the beginning of the Democratic primary, suddenly said there's nothing to see here. I'm not saying what happened, but there was no interest in even investigating the accusations at all. It does make it easier for Republicans to make the claim that Democrats don't really mean it, and it hurts the movement.
Especially Joy Reid. I mean, remember the scandal over the things she had said that were homophobic?
Yes.
That she then claimed, which is ludicrous, that she was hacked and she hadn't actually said it. She didn't apologize. She was sorry she got hacked, which didn't happen.
Yes.
I don't believe that happened.
She had a blog.
And she's a journalist on a main. You have to have credibility as a journalist.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any because that was absolutely not true what she said.
So for those of you who missed that tidbit from the 2016 era, she had a blog way back in the day, back when a lot of very big writers, Glenn Greenwald, blogs were big, where she had made a number of homophobic remarks about Congress members. And then she claimed that the Wayback Machine had been hacked and that she never wrote those things in the first place. She claimed that there was an FBI investigation into her hacking, and really played that to the end, never made any apology, and that kind of got memory hold. So I think there's a lot wrong here.
Like people saying mean things, whatever, not the end of the world.
Just
people
apologize.
get over upset about it. But it is exactly the kind of thing that Democratic commentators get upset about. Trump's rhetoric, it's so bad, it's so disjointed. And then they like, Trump and and Putin are gay together or something, like then that easily flies out of their mouths.
Yes, body shaming statements about Trump.
Yes.
Kissing.
Right. Are you allowed to make fun of people's appearances or not? I can't keep track. You can if it's Trump.
Orange man
you
bad,
can if it's Hillary. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Tan lines. Look, and again, this is not to say that kind of joking and parody isn't fine in certain contexts, etc. Like Elon says, comedy is no longer dead. So comedy is no longer.
It's legal on Twitter. It's legal on Twitter.
As we talked about in another segment, that's a very dubious claim, but it's the hypocrisy and it's the context. I mean, I cannot believe that a commentator on MSNBC compared a sitting Congress member saying that, alluded to the fact that her next job would have to be in porn because no one else would hire her. And that was,
I guess.
It just went without comment.
Which I should state as a libertarian, I think sex work should be legal. I don't care if you're on OnlyFans, it's fine, doesn't matter to me.
Of course.
Which actually should be is in many cases the progressive position. So this progressive news show shaming someone for joining on OnlyFans, which was not even the case here. But if they were, that's worthy of shame now.
Because the implication is that no one else would this is the bottom of the barrel career path for someone who has no other options. So it is implicitly shaming the kind of work it is, and the fact that Lauren Boebert would have to tacitly resort to that kind of employment. So it's losing all around. You're right, from a progressive perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, OnlyFans is more like Uber, and so like you'd have a job, and this is like making money additionally side income. So it's not even like that's all you would be reduced to. Is not the economic fundamentals of the platform.
Right. It's lucrative, and I shouldn't say it's not exactly. Have you seen these very popular TikToks where people walk around asking people on the street in New York how much money they make or how much money is in their bank account?
No, I have not.
And it's often a very big number for very young people. And then they ask a follow-up question, how did you get all that money? And apparently the answer frequently is OnlyFans and feetpic.com, and I'm making that address up, don't go there. But these kinds of things. So it's ludicrous across the board. Let us know what you think in the comments.
We especially shouldn't make fun of it. That's where our show is going to be headquartered after we're censored and thrown off every other major media platform for COVID misinformation.
On probably.
For all I know, there's lots of good political commentary there. Who knows? Maybe it's not just sex-based. I don't know.
I'll leave that investigation to you, Robby.
No. We'll leave it. We'll send an intern. Nope. This is getting way out of hand.
We'll have a right.
Shut down this conversation right now.